pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
School City of Whiting mission. School City of Whiting, in partnership with our community, empower students to pursue high-quality, personalized educational pathways and grow as responsible lifelong learners who respect and value differences. Roll call.
TJ Toll.
Here.
Chris Davenport.
Here.
Patty Herbst. Here. Tom Ehrlich.
Here.
Anna Mendez.
Here. Audience comments. There's no audience comments to start on the agenda items, so we'll move on. Administration reports.
Just have a few announcements here for the community here. The official reopening of the auditorium will be March 9th. This also ties in with the scheduled spring performance, so we're going to do both together. We were supposed to have it in January, unfortunately, with it was hard to get some products in, and we had some issues with the lighting and sound systems, but all that's getting taken care of, and we will be ready on March 9th. We will be having an e-learning, asynchronous e-learning day on May 5th for Election Day. More information will come out later as we get closer to that date, but I just wanted to put it out there. We will have an e-learning for Election Day. Our Oiler Bots team participated in state earlier this month. They did not advance, but they all should be very proud of all the work they did. I know we're all very proud of them. Nathan Hale won the Celebrate Your School Award presented by CEL. CEL stands for Center of Leadership in, or Center of Excellence in Leadership and Learning. Representatives will be here on February 2nd at 2 p.m. to recognize our students and staff. They also will be presenting Nathan Hale with a check for $2,500. So that's great news there. Families tutoring at Nathan Hale and at middle school, high school has officially started. Please contact the main office for more details for tutoring opportunities. We have a blood drive. Whiting High School National Honor Society is conducting a blood drive on Wednesday, January 28th from 7:45 to 1:15. It is open to the public. Door 14, which is the middle school gym. Again, that is this Wednesday from 7:45 a.m. to 1:15, a blood drive. On Saturday, February 28th from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus, we will be showcasing our new wall displays for the James J. Buckley Wall of Fame. It is open to the public. It's going to be kind of an open housing style event. It is $5 entry. The money will be used towards purchasing the next wall display for those that are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. So again, that's on February 28th from 1 p.m. to 4:30 at the Knights of Columbus here in Whiting. Please try to come out and support that. And also, just to give a heads up to parents, we are switching our student information system from RDS to Skyward. Our tech department, our administration are working hard to make that transition smooth. You will probably get something out in July, right, asking to sign up for that. But we will do our best to make sure we're communicating clearly with families as we move forward. And last but not least, the month of January is School Board Appreciation Month. I just want to take a second to personally thank, as a superintendent, thank each board member for your dedication and your service to the community. Your service does not go unnoticed, and we're lucky to have each of you on the board. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That's that.
Thank you. Athletic department presentation, Mr. Buselak.
Call our athletic director up. I think it's important to take some time to acknowledge all the work from our, I guess you could say our fall sports, both academically and athletically. So go ahead, AD Moose.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Good evening. First, I want to thank the board and Superintendent Berta for allowing me to kind of highlight our student athletes from our fall sports season. So what we want to do is really have an opportunity to kind of recognize any of our student athletes that received any sort of academic or athletic, all conference, any sort of kind of high achieving award. So I appreciate you all coming out tonight. Starting with Maite Navarro. I don't think Maite is here tonight, but she was the girls cross country team MVP, and she was also a second team all conference member of our girls cross country team. And that's a very special accomplishment because for the cross country, you actually have to time in to being part of the all-conference team. So it's not selected by coaches. You actually do have to compete against the rest of the conference in order to become a member of the all-conference team. So even though she's not here tonight, I really wanted to highlight that. Moving on, Kason Dunn. Kason's here. Kason, want to head on up this way, buddy? Or at least stand from there if you'd like.
Come on over here.
Gotta get further.
Come on over here. Hey, just, yeah, stay up here because we're gonna take a picture with the board. You just stay, you go, no, that's weird.
Kason had a number of highlights from the season. He was our football team MVP. He was first team all-conference. He led our team in receiving yards. He led our team in interceptions and also was a team leader in tackles. Outstanding individual, one of, I believe, voted captain as well, Kason. So in my opinion, one of the best awards you can get is being voted team captain. So outstanding student athlete, kind of all that Whiting football really needs and wants is a Kason Dunn out there. So really appreciate Kason. I don't believe he is here tonight, but next we want to highlight Demetrio Lopez. He was voted a first team all-conference member of our football team. He was also a 1,000-yard rusher, which even though that does go to a single student athlete, it is very much a team effort. So I'm sure Demetrio knows to kind of love up on his offensive line and his team as well too. So, and he was also voted our offensive MVP for the season. So that's Demetrio Lopez. 1,146 rushing yards, so a pretty solid season on the ground for our team. Moving on, I do know Romeo is here tonight. I'd like to invite Romeo up. Romeo Rosario, I call him probably one of the heartbeats of the team. Definitely one of the emotional leaders of our team, one that would get our team really excited, hyped to play. He was voted first team all-conference. He was second overall in the team in tackles and was voted our defensive MVP. Now another member of our football team that was here tonight, Julius Youngblood. If Julius wants to come on up. Julius was voted second team all-conference, and he also was third on our team in receiving yards. And although the stats don't really highlight everything that Julius did, he was a game in, game out kind of grinder, played on every single special teams, offense, defense. Julius, were you voted captain as well? Also voted a team captain as well. So someone that really kind of embodies what it means to be a overall team player. So thank you, Julius. Don't believe he's here tonight, but Berner Garcia, he was voted second team all-conference. He was second on the team in receiving yards and was third on the team in all-purpose yards. And that takes into rushing yards, receiving yards, kickoff return, punt return, and so on. So a great season for Berner as well. Another football player, I don't believe Shakur is here, but Shakur Parker, he was voted second team all-conference. He was also fourth on the team in tackles, and was also voted a team offensive lineman of the year. So offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, a all-around great teammate there as well. So here. Moving on to volleyball, I don't believe she is here tonight, but Liliana Lozano, she was voted the team MVP for volleyball. She was first team all-conference as well. She recently, this past season, in her senior year, reached 1,000 career assists, which is an amazing accomplishment. And last but not least, she was achieved academic all-state gold, which I believe is a, correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, but 3.75 or higher GPA?
3.8.
3.8, so a 3.8 or higher GPA. So that was Liliana Lozano. Not to be outdone, but her sister, Lizette Lozano as well. She was voted first team all-conference. She was second on the team in kills and second on the team in ace percentage. As someone that learned a lot about volleyball this past season, I know some of the stats that go into it, but you can tell she was all over the floor. Great teammate, hustling, and another one of those kind of heartbeats of the team as well. So Lizette Lozano. Andrea Cabrales, I don't believe Andrea is here tonight, but she was voted second team all-conference. She was also an academic all-state gold level, so that is a 3.8 or higher GPA, and then she was first on the team in assists this year. So Liliana didn't get 1,000 for her career, but Andrea did lead the team this year in assists, so clap it up. Audrina Aponte, she was voted honorable mention all-conference, and she was also third on the team in kills per set. So obviously, again, learning a little bit about volleyball myself, so I had the opportunity to really kind of put away some sets for us, put away some points. So I think, and she was also a freshman this past year, so I think the future is bright for Audrina. Nevaeh Kender, I don't believe Nevaeh is here tonight, but she was academic all-state silver, which I believe was a 3.5 or higher GPA. So another outstanding accomplishment for our student athletes, that we really try to make sure student comes first before athletes, and our volleyball team did a great job of showing that all year. And Nevaeh was also fourth on her team in serving percentage, so another great student athlete. Alexis Perez is here tonight. So come on up, Alexis. I know had a recent ankle injury, so I mean I know
She's walking good.
she's tough, that's for sure. So current member of our girls basketball team right now. So she just got here from practice. I appreciate you showing up. But Alexis was also an academic all-state silver, again meaning she was at least 3.5 or higher GPA, and she was sixth on the team in kill percentage. So another kind of accurate, I guess would be kill spikes, right? So again, I'm learning all the terminology. Another great season. Thanks, Alexis. Reagan Claypack, who is here tonight. Reagan is a current member of our boys basketball team. He was manager for our volleyball team this year, so he got a, was it 3.8 again, right? I know it was probably above that, but academic all-state gold level for manager. He is also an enlisted future Marine, and for football, he received the Paul Strabavi Teammate Award. So outstanding student. And last but not least, I wanted to highlight the entire cheerleading team. I do believe we have one, maybe two members. At least Mackenzie is here from cheerleading. Mackenzie, you can come on up if you'd like to. So our cheerleading squad got to participate in a couple tournaments, competitions this past season. First with the NIPLWS, it stands for Northern Indiana Pop Warner Little Scholars. That took place in Michigan City, and the cheerleading team took home first place. And then they moved on to the regionals, which was in Schaumburg, Illinois. It was the Mid-America Regionals Cheer Dance, which they also won first place there. And they were actually the overall highest team voted, which was the grand champion. So from every level on up, they received the highest score. So they're the grand champions there. And then they got to advance to nationals, which was in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the girls did a great job there, and they earned second place at nationals. So that kind of wraps up our fall season. Obviously, we're in our winter season right now, so I'm looking forward to another season's worth of great student athletes. I think our Whiting student athletes, our Whiting kids in general, they're outstanding. So I'm really looking forward to see where we're at. I appreciate all of your time.
Can we get all the students that are here up here to take a picture with the board real fast? And Josh, you want to take that picture for us? Yep. Thank you. Boris, if you want to get in there? Yeah, we'll come up here. How about that? And then Josh, you want to stand back there? And then okay. You guys, we're going to fix that one. All the people in the back. You guys can come.
My land across the front again.
Tough panning.
Yeah, I can tough squeeze on.
All right, everybody say cheese. Cheese. Say athletics. Say it's cold outside.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for bringing it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. If you guys want to stay, you can, students. If you guys want to go, you guys, we'll give you guys a minute to clear out before the rest of the meeting goes on. But you're more than welcome to stay if you want to stay.
Next chance.
Next chance, once we start, it's over. Can't get out. There you go.
We'll continue with the financial report.
For tonight's financial report, we don't have very much. I did want to follow up on a previous item from the November meeting. I reported to the board that the state had not yet completed review of the budget. So I wanted to follow up on that, close the loop, and say that in late December, we did hear from the DLGF, and they accepted the budget that the board adopted. It's just a small $10,000 adjustment they made to the operating budget based on a minor calculation difference. No impact to our spending plan, but the levies and all the other budgets were right in line with what we projected and the board approved. And so that is now officially the budget for the 2026 year. And so then, outside of that, tonight we submitted the November and December financials. And not too much to report in December. We received the distribution of tax dollars into the operations and debt service fund. So that was $1.68 million into operations and just under $600,000 into the debt service fund. That is money we receive just twice a year. So if you look at our total cash balances, it's a little higher at the end of December because of the timing there. So we did end the year pretty strong with $13.5 million across all funds. I do want to mention in November, we did, the operations fund did dip a little bit below $1 million, and that's, again, due to timing, and kind of what we talked about with our fund balances, we need to keep an eye on operations. With only getting, major revenue in that fund just twice a year, and some of the cuts from SCA 1 coming up next year, we're going to keep a close eye on that. When we get into, May and November, might be a little tight in that fund, but the good news is that our overall fund balances in education and operations, we ended the year higher than we had initially projected, say 4 months ago, looking at September cash flows. So small actions are helping. Outside of that, happy to comment on anything else that Superintendent Berta has, or if the board has any questions.
No, I just want to just tell the board, obviously the board knows, but the community, that we are being extra, vigilant with our spending. We're making sure that everything we're spending makes sense. As we go into July 1 of 2026, everything that we do will be surrounded by our strategic plan. Coming up in February, our different committees for the strategic plan are going to come present the goals and outcomes to our board. Hopefully the board will approve them in April, May, and then as of July 1, that new strategic plan will go into place. And everything that's, any type of spending has to be surrounded with that strategic plan. We can't veer off that, or it becomes difficult to monitor and hold people accountable. So I am proud of Ms. Adam, our treasurer, our leadership team inside the buildings, and helping figure out ways to save money. And we are being just very, very diligent with the spending and making sure everything makes sense to the school city and also to our students. So I'm very pleased on the savings that we were able to save going into the end of 2025. So thank you. But we have to watch out for SCA 1. It's coming, and it is going to cause some damage to not only to the schools but the cities. And I'm hoping in 2027, before all that happens, that our leaders understand what they're about to do to us and make some changes before they do it to us. But it's going to be very damaging to all the schools inside of Indiana, not just Whiting.
Thank you. I'll move on to consent agenda. Approval of school citywide board minutes, regular meeting minutes, December 15, 2025, special meeting minutes for January 12, 2026. Approval of claims for the month of December 2025 for $1,474,894.04. Approval to accept donations, $2,500 donation from Laura Dinger of the Golf Club in memory of Jeff Lahunka, $2,500 donation from Laura Dinger to the Basketball Club in memory of Jeff Lahunka, $500 donation from Notre Dame Credit Union for the Whiting High School baseball team, $250 donation from the Hammond Port Authority to the Whiting High School baseball team, 24 4-foot LED light bulbs donated by the Whiting Public Library, $500 donation for committee to elect Adrian Santos for the United States Hispanic Leadership Institute field trip, $250 donation from the Whiting Hispanic Heritage Organization for the United States Hispanic Leadership Institute field trip. Personnel report. Approval to accept personnel report. Approval of the technical corrections made to the below policies. PO 5462, retaking a class. PO 8121, personal background check, contracted services. PO 8405, environmental health and safety issues, indoor air quality, animals in the classroom, and idling vehicles on school property. PO 8500, food service program. Motion to approve all consent agenda items as presented.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Move on to new business. One, approval to change the mileage rate for the IRS standard mileage rate from 70 cents per mile to 0.725 cents per mile effective January 1st, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tom, second by Rena. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of requesting by Mayor of Whiting to use a Memorial Gym and New York Avenue parking lot as a polling place for the primary election on Tuesday, May 5th, 2026, and the general election on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026.
Motion. I'll second.
Motion by Reno, second by Chris. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of consultant contract with Brand Specialties for 2026.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Patty, second by Tom. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval to apply for the NIESC and NWIESC Career Coaching Grant.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Rena, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of the agreement with Core Construction for feasibility study support.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tom, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval to set and advertise available non-resident urban sports or spots for the 2026-2027 school year. Pre-K 4, kindergarten 20, first grade 6, fifth grade 3, sixth grade 8, seventh grade 3, ninth grade 50. Motion.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Tom. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
This will be posted on our webpage tomorrow, right, Jessica? And also, just to let everybody know that there is, state law does mandate that spots be reserved for siblings of current non-resident students and children of employees that have indicated an intent to enroll for the 26-27 school year. So I just wanted to make sure we stated that in today's meeting. But we have a grand total of 94 openings. I can't stress that there's so many great things going on in the school city of Whiting. If you wait too long, you're not going to be able to get in. That's all I'm going to say. We have a lot of great things. There's a lot of good programs coming, our early college program. It's just incredible right now, and it's really time to try to get into the school city of Whiting.
Got a motion by Chris, second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval to host the top 10 award ceremony and luncheon on Sunday, May 17, 2026, from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Whiting High School cafeteria.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Rena, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor? Opposed? Second read and adoption of Neola policy updates. PO 142, election and eligibility to serve, revised. PO 0144.1, compensation, revised. PO 01672, executive session, revised. PO 3220, staff evaluation, revised. PO 3220.01, teacher appreciation grants, revised. PO 3231, outside activities of staff, revised. PO 4162, drug and alcohol testing of CDL holders and other employees who perform safety-sensitive functions, revised. PO 5350, student suicide awareness and prevention, replacement. PO 6320, purchasing, revised. PO 7440.01, electronic monitoring and recording, revised. PO 7455, accounting systems for capital assets, revised. PO 7540.02, digital content and accessibility, revised. PO 8452, automated external defibrillators, AED, revised. PO 8462, child abuse and neglect, revised.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Tom, second by Chris. Any comments, questions, concerns? All in favor? Opposed? Approval to post vacancy announcements for the Whiting Public Library Board. Letter of interest, February 2026 to March 2026. Interviews with board, March 2026, if more than one applicant. Appointments and oath, April 27, 2026, April board meeting. Effective date of office, May 1st, 2026 to April 30th, 2030. Motion.
Motion.
Second.
I don't know where the numbers did want to change it, but do you have the flyers to give me the actual dates? It's going to be like February 2nd through March 2nd, 2026.
Do you have
And
it?
then March, I think I printed it in front of you guys.
I got so many papers in front of me. Oh, wait a minute, you were right.
You see it? I'm sorry. I put it on, I don't know why it didn't pull over. I'm so sorry.
Letter of interest was February 2nd, 2026 to March 2nd, 2026. Interviews with board, March 30th, 2026. Appointment and oath, April 27th, 2026. At the April board meeting, and effective date of office, May 1st, 2026 to April 30th, 2030. And a motion by Patty, do I have a second? By Chris. Any comments, questions, concerns? All in favor? Next, we got approval to renew Goal Solutions from 1/1/2025 to 12/31/2026 for $210.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Rena, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor? Approval of quote for huddle for cameras for the athletic department. Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tom, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Usually approval of overnight field trip request for the juniors and seniors from Spanish Club to go to the United States Hispanic Leadership Institute in Chicago with departure date of February 12, 2026 and return date of February 15, 2026.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Rena, second by Patty. Any comments, questions, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
fundraisers, it's just informational for you guys, just attached, so you know what fundraisers we're doing right now. There's no approval of pot or anything like that for it, so.
Gotcha.
So now we'll go to F, audience comments, general matters. All public oral comments are limited to 3 minutes in length. One signed up, Ms. Laura Lopez.
My name is Laura Lopez. I have been a Robertsdale resident since 2013 and have served the 46394 community since 2015, first with my employment at the Whiting YMCA and then officially as a public servant at the Whiting Public Library, where I began in 2017 as a part-time clerk, promoted to full-time clerk, and later transitioned into the role of office manager under the training of Assistant Director Mary Kirshner until her retirement after 46 years. On January 8th, I was terminated from my position along with 2 other employees, Youth Services Librarian Adrian DeLuna and Technical Services Librarian Christina Hammermeister. None of us were provided prior notice, corrective action plans, or any opportunity to address concerns. There were no performance warnings or disciplinary histories that would justify immediate dismissal. While personnel matters may legally be discussed in executive session, the complete absence of communication, transparency, or basic employment due process reflects a broader breakdown in governance and oversight. Over the past year, significant operational concerns were raised internally, including inconsistent management practices, lack of administrative support, and unresolved compliance issues. Rather than addressing those concerns through corrective leadership or organizational improvement, the response was abrupt termination of staff who are working to maintain stability and accountability. I am here tonight because your board appoints 3 members of the Library Board of Trustees. With that authority comes a responsibility to ensure that those appointees uphold state standards of transparency, proper procedure, and ethical governance. I respectfully ask that you exercise your authority to conduct a thorough review of the Library Board's actions and, where warranted, to remove current board members who have failed to meet those standards. Specifically, I urge you to review the Library Board's meeting minutes and audio recordings from April 2025 to the present, examine actions taken in executive sessions related to personnel and governance, obtain and review organizational and personnel report prepared by Alex Hanba of Pivotal Pros in September 25, assess whether the Library Board has operated in compliance with the expectations outlined in the Indiana Public Library Board Member Handbook and Indiana's Open Door Law. They have held 11 executive sessions regarding personnel matters in the past 8 months. This is not about personal grievances. It's about public accountability at a taxpayer-funded institution that serves this community. I understand Whiting is a small city with a limited pool of volunteers willing to serve. However, the size of our community does not lessen the obligation to follow state law, adhere to ethical governance standards, and protect the integrity of a vital public institution. As you consider both corrective action and future appointments to the Library Board, I urge you to select individuals who are committed to transparency, proper oversight, and compliance with Indiana's public library governance mandates. Our library deserves leadership that serves the community, not operating behind closed doors without accountability. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tom, second by Chris. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.